Hey everyone, and welcome to my minimalist apartment tour. For those of you who are new here, I'm Jocelyn. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm a queer engineering student studying in Canada. I'm also part of the engineering co-op program, which means that I alternate between academic terms and paid work experience. And right now I'm on a co-op term in Ottawa, Ontario. I have an academic term coming up this September, and before I go back to school in Edmonton, I wanted to give you all a tour of this apartment. So this apartment costs 1,425 Canadian dollars per month, and it's 450 square feet. What's great about this apartment is that it's fully furnished, and the rent includes heat, water, electricity, Wi-Fi, and air conditioning. The only things I had to purchase when I got here were bed sheets, linens, towels, and my pots and pans. The idea behind this apartment was that someone could just walk in with a few suitcases and it would be ready for their arrival. So without further ado, let me give you a tour of this space. This is the entrance to the apartment. It's a pretty narrow space, and over here is where I keep my skateboards. So the first deck I have is a classic skateboard shape. I use this for learning tricks and skate parks and stuff like that. And the second board that I have is a cruiser board that my friends got for me before I moved to Ottawa. So those two boards just stay on the ground over here, and right next to the front entrance is the entrance to the washroom. So this is the entrance to the washroom. It's a really tiny space. It's about 6 feet long by maybe 4.5 feet wide, and it's just a simple washroom, shower over here, sink, and toilet back there. I'm not sure I can get a better angle in this tiny space. I'm having a hard time setting up my tripod here, but these are the products that I use on a regular basis. So I have a cleanser, sunscreen, eczema cream, moisturizer. I also have my contact lens solution, pomade for my hair, soap, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, floss, etc. So coming out of the washroom and heading down through this mini hallway, we come to my closet. So on this side is where I store my shoes. I bought this little shoe compartment because it keeps things off the ground, and as I mentioned before, there's not a lot of space in this entranceway, so I wanted to keep this as clear as possible. I also have my bike helmet and skateboard helmet over here. I know there are a lot of people who skateboard without a helmet, but I'm not that good at falling, so I always choose to wear a helmet. This side over here is just the rest of my wardrobe and some storage space up top. As we move to the end of the entranceway, we get to this door over here, and inside is my washer and dryer. I really lucked out on this apartment. I'm really grateful that I have an in-suite washer and dryer. This is so nice. Like, that's awesome. The in-suite laundry is definitely one of the perks of this apartment. And it also came with a mop, a broom, and back here is a rug that used to be in the living room, but I just like the look of the hardwood floor without the rug, so I just rolled it up and stored it in here. Now let's move on to the kitchen. Overall, I'm really impressed with the quality of the kitchen appliances, and I'm really glad that they came with this apartment. So starting over here, the toaster was included, the kettle was included. I bought my own rice cooker, but it was only like 20 bucks. It came with some cooking utensils, but I didn't like the ones that it came with, so I went ahead and bought some out of bamboo. There's an electronic stove, which makes me feel really fancy when I'm cooking. Came with a paper towel holder, and it came with this awesome set of knives. I was actually really impressed with the quality of the knives, and I really like the holder that they're in. It's a very aesthetic piece. And here, of course, is the sink. Next to the sink is the refrigerator. Got the fridge on top and the freezer here at the bottom. On my fridge, I have a few cards from some family members. I really love these ones on top, which are some of my favorite spots in my hometown, so in Edmonton. And right next to the fridge is some storage space. In here, I just have some cleaning supplies, and right underneath is the trash bin and the recycling bin. All right, now we have a low angle because I wanted to show you my microwave slash oven. It's 2-in-1, which is really nice because there's not a lot of space in here for a bunch of kitchen appliances. And whoever designed this apartment did a really good job because there are a lot of space-saving techniques that help keep everything super streamlined. Here's the dishwasher, which just pulls out from underneath the sink like this. Now I will show you some of the storage in the kitchen. Over here is where I like to keep some food, some medication, coffee and tea. This is where the vent is, so underneath there are a few buttons where I can control the light, so I can see what I'm doing when I'm cooking at night. And there are a few buttons to control the vent. This apartment was fully furnished, so it came with utensils, plates, cups, cutting boards, those knives that I talked about, and it was just really easy to move in and get settled. The final part of the kitchen is, of course, this small, round glass dining table, and right above it is a nice painting that incorporates all the colors of this apartment. Up next is the living room area. This apartment came with this 55-inch Roku TV. There's a counter space over here, and on top of this counter is where I keep my violin. Underneath the counter is just a few drawers, so this is where I have my plates, bowls, cups, etc. And I keep some of my other clothes in this drawer, my tech in the one below, and just another drawer for some extra bed sheets and towels. Right next to the TV is my workstation, and this table is a 2-in-1 coffee table and dining table, so you can actually adjust the height, use it as a coffee table when you want, or a dining table if, let's say, you have guests over. But I never actually figured out how to lower this table, and I needed a desk, so I just kept it at this height and I pushed it into the corner, and this is now my workspace. I only came to Ottawa with my personal laptop, so these two monitors came from my workplace, and they also gave me a laptop that I specifically use for work. What's really nice is that when I am done my day at work, I can simply unplug my work laptop and use these two monitors with my personal laptop. And very quickly over here, I just have a small Bluetooth speaker, a mouse, my keyboard, and behind my personal laptop is my Nintendo Switch and a few controllers. Overall, I'm not really good at cable management. I try my best, but it really is just a mess back there with all the cables that run between the TV and the Switch and my personal laptop and my work laptop. I also have the cables from my personal headphones and my work headphones. But yeah, overall, I'm really satisfied with this workstation. I'm really glad that my workplace gave me these two monitors. Otherwise, I would have to edit all my videos on my laptop, and I just find that editing on a bigger screen makes things a lot easier. Finally, I want to talk about this office chair. It did not come with the apartment. It was about $120 on Amazon. And initially, I was using a very basic office chair that my cousin gave me, which I was really grateful for, but after a while, it started to hurt my back, so I decided that I would get this chair instead. This here is the final section of my apartment. So behind the camera is the television and my workspace. Here, of course, I have my couch and my Murphy bed, which is actually really easy to take down. All I have to do is take these cushions off of the couch and pull down on these handles until the bed goes down, or push up on the handles to put it back up. To my right is a small lamp and this electric guitar, which my cousin let me borrow for the duration of my stay. And to my left is another small couch. I don't really use it very often, and honestly, I just keep some stuffed animals on there. This little one is from my cousin Raja, and this tiny one came from my sister Joanne. And I like to keep these two with me because I consider my sister and my cousin to be my best friends. On this side of the apartment are two big windows, which are really nice because I get a lot of natural light during the day. And right next to the window is where I keep my two little plants. I named this one Spiky and this one Kulot, which is the Tagalog word for curly. And I named both of them after hairstyles that I've had in the past. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching my apartment tour. If you want to see more videos, consider subscribing. As you can tell, I really love this apartment. I'm gonna miss it a lot when I go back to Edmonton to continue my studies. But I'm just really grateful for the experiences that I've had here. And yeah, I just wanted to share this space with you all and make this video so that I could look back on it in the future and just reflect on all the wonderful times that I've had here in Ottawa. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ingat!